Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Hello students, welcome to Swayam Prabha, Channel 15. Course title is Human Resource Management and the lecture title is Training and Development Part 1. This is Module 9, Lecture 1. I am Dr. Shoma Sengupta, Associate Professor Commerce, Kamla Nehru College, University of Delhi. The topics covered in this module are concept of employee training, need and importance of training and development, types of training, designing a training program, identification of training needs, evaluation of training, role-based training and competency-based training. In this lecture, we will cover the first three topics, that is the concept of training, need and importance, and types of training. Concept of training. A nation can be considered as developed when its human resources are not only healthy but are well educated and well trained. So, beside their nutritional needs, it is also imperative for any nation to develop its human resources in terms of imparting them not only knowledge but also providing them adequate opportunity for training and development. So, what is training? Training is a short-term process utilizing a systematic and organized procedure by which personnel acquire technical knowledge and skills for a definite purpose. So, what is embedded in this definition? First, it is a short-term process. It is systematic and organized procedure. It helps personnel to acquire technical knowledge and skills, and there is a definite purpose for which they are imparted this knowledge and skill. So in any organization, they have to continuously train and develop their human resources. This will improve not only the quality of human resources it will have, but it will improve its productivity as well. And such an organization will enjoy a goodwill or prestige in the market because it will be known for good HR policies as well. So, training of human resources is very important. The term training can be defined as the acquisition of knowledge, skills, and competencies as a result of the teaching of vocational and practical skills and knowledge that relate to specific useful competencies. So, this is all about training, that is imparting a specific skill or knowledge to the human resources of a company to acquire a definite level of competency and for a definite purpose. Features of training. From the definition, we have found certain features and we will discuss certain additional features as well. The first one is short duration. So, training is a short term or short duration program. It may be for 3 days or 1 week or 1 month, but the duration is generally very short. Second is, it is for imparting specific job related skills and knowledge. So, during a training program, it is very clearly spelled out what kind of skills and knowledge they want to or they wish to impart to the trainees. Then the third one is, it is for a definite purpose. So the purpose of or objective of training is clearly spelled out, whether it is a promotional training or an orientation training or a refresher training. It has a definite purpose and for which the training program has been arranged. The methods used to give new or present employees the skills they need to perform their jobs. This is well spelled out. Either it may be on the job or off the job methods of training. It is a learning experience which seeks a relatively permanent improvement in the performance of an individual. So you want to impart a skill and knowledge, so there should be an improvement in the performance of the individuals. It involves change in skills, knowledge, attitudes and social behavior of the trainee. So this may be one of the objective of the training program. Continuing with the features of training, the next feature is technical and mechanical operations. Generally, training program is arranged for the blue-collar workers or for foremen or supervisors, and for that purposes, technical and mechanical operations, knowledge about that is imparted to such type of trainees. Then the next is non-managerial personnel. As I said that training is generally for a lower level personnel. They are generally non-managerial, maybe the workers, the foremen or the supervisor or the office level workers, but not for managerial level workers. Next is practical skills. So practical skills which have direct application, these are imparted to the trainees, which is necessary for performing the day-to-day task. Initiative is taken by management. Undoubtedly, without the initiative being taken by the management, no training program can be successful. External motivation. For training programs, there is an external motivation in the sense that some new technological changes might be happening in the environment, and because of that you have to impart new knowledge to the employees. So it is triggered by the external forces. That's why we have said external motivation. Then it is a reactive process to meet current needs. Generally, training are not proactive, they are reactive. Some changes are happening, some new techniques are coming in, and that's why the organization wants to introduce those techniques in the organization, and because of that they are imparting such kind of training to their employees. So they are generally reactive in nature. Then the results of training program are quick and apparent. So you don't have to wait for a long period of time to see the impact of the training program or the outcome of the training program. You will definitely see an improvement in the performance of the employees. So that's why we say that the results are quick and apparent. Importance of training. Training program are very important not only for the organization but also for the employees. So we will discuss the importance or advantages of training one by one. The first is reduction in waste and spoilage. So well-trained employees, they already know about how to work on the machines, they know the best practices, and because of that it will reduce wastage and spoilage of raw materials. Improvement in methods of work, because they have learned the correct way of doing the particular thing. That's why their work methods of work will be better, and again there will be no accidents, no wastages and spoilages. Reduction in learning time. So the time they have spent in learning the technique while undergoing the training, that brings in the fruit, brings in the benefit in future also. So there will be reduction in learning time. When they will be put on the job, they will easily pick up the techniques needed to perform the job. So there will be, the adjustment time will be less. Higher productivity will be there, because well-trained people, they will work efficiently and confidently, so the productivity will be higher. Cost reduction, of course, since they are well trained and their performance is better, the labor cost will go on reducing, the cost of manufacturing products will be reduced, there will be lesser spoilage, wastages, damage to material, accidents. So all this will lead to cost reduction. Also the supervision cost will reduce. So all this will lead to cost reduction for the organization. Then reduce supervision, as I said, that where if the employees are well trained, you need not instruct them and monitor them. So the supervision cost will reduce, time on to be spent on supervision will also reduce. Low accident rate, because they know the correct way of doing things, so there will be lesser chances of accidents. Moreover, they will be knowing the safety rules also, so they can take adequate precaution, and then there will be lesser accidents. Continuing with the importance of training, the next point is high morale. So the attitude of the workers towards the job place or place of work will be positive, in the sense that now they are trained, they are confident, they know the organization is taking care of them, the organization is spending on the training program, and with this new confidence, of course, the morale of the group or the employees will be higher. Personal growth: if an employee undergoes a training program, the chances of growth avenues and chances of being promoted all improves, and that's why his prospects in the organization, inside the organization and outside the organization, becomes better. Then organizational climate: in such an organization where training programs are held and the employees are confident and motivated, then the industrial relation or organizational relationship will be better. The employee relationship as well as the employee management relationship will be better. So there will be a cordiality in the organization. Then improvement in quality of products: not only the productivity will be higher, but the quality of the products will be also better, in the sense that they are being manufactured by trained employees, so the chances of mistakes will be less and defects will be less. Reduction in machine breakage and maintenance cost: because the employees, they are well trained, they know how to use these machines, so chances of machine breakdown will be less, and the maintenance cost will be also less, because they know the rules, safety rules, as well as how to maintain the machines or how to operate the machines. Reduction in manpower obsolescence: since you are continuously training them, so manpower obsolescence, in the sense that the knowledge becoming obsolete, that the chances will be less, because you are arranging for refresher training, you are refreshing their knowledge, and they are updated and upgraded, and they know the whatever is happening around, in and around the organization, so they are well informed, well trained. Then personal growth, we have already, sorry, next is wider awareness among the participants. The participants in the training program, they gain knowledge, and they know whatever is happening in this field, and that's why they are aware and they are knowledgeable. Need for training: the need for training arises because of four reasons. The main ones are: first is job requirement. There are particular requirement of the job. Whoever will be working on that job needs to have the basic understanding of how to do the job, how to work on a particular machine. So job requirement triggers the need for training. So in the sense that when a new employee joins the organization, he has to know about how to work on a particular job or how to operate a particular machine, and because of that he is trained. So this is because of job requirement that he is trained. So this is the first need. Second is technological changes. Now even the existing employees, they undergo training time and again, because the technology is changing very fast in the environment. New technologies are coming in, new computer, if you are doing say computerized accounting, new methods, new modules, new versions are coming in, and because of that you have to again train and retrain your employees. So there is a requirement so that their knowledge becomes updated and upgraded, and there is no obsolescence. So that's why technological changes also triggers the training needs. Then organizational viability. To remain viable, to go with the changes that are happening in and around the organization, as well as changing the work methods in the organization, or we can say engineer or re-engineer the work processes, you have to train and retrain your employees. So to so that the organization remain viable also, there is a need for training. And finally, internal mobility. Now you know that people are transferred or promoted from within the organization, so there is a job change in the sense that they are previously working in another type of job, and now they they will be doing a new type of job. For that again you have to train them. So that also triggers continuously job changes are happening in the organization, in the sense that internal mobility, either it is upward or it is a horizontal mobility is happening, and because of that you have to train and retrain your employees. Benefits of training. So while discussing the importance, we have discussed different advantages also, and we have found that some points were advantages for the organization and some were in favor of the employees. So now under benefits, we will discuss it under two categories, from the point of view of the employer and from the point of view of the employee. So first, benefits of training from the point of view of employer. We have already discussed these points, so it is a repetition kind of thing. First, higher productivity will be there, less learning time or period will be there, because they have already been trained. So now when they are put on the job, they will take less time to learn the new skills. Better quality of work will be there. There will be lesser damages, and there will be less number of defective products. The product quality will be higher. Number of products produced will be higher. Less supervision is required because they are again well trained. They know how to do the job. You need not instruct them. You need not monitor them. So the supervision cost also reduces. Reduction in cost, different type of costs will get reduced, as we have discussed. Lesser wastages, damages, defective products, damage of machinery, lower accidents, and lower supervision costs. All these results in reduction in costs. Rate of accidents will also be low because they know the technique. So they know the safety rules also. They know the manual, how to work on the machine or maintain the machine. So lower accident rates. Increase morale of the employees. They will be they have positive attitude towards the organization. Reduces their dissatisfaction and complaints. So they know the task, they are doing well, they are earning well, so there will be lesser dissatisfaction. They will be more confident. Lower absenteeism and turnover will be there because they know the job, they like the job, so absenteeism will be less and they will not leave the job that frequently. Then efficient and cooperative workforce will be there. So teamwork will be there. They will work together, they will cooperate and coordinate. Provides career path to employees and help in their development. They know the career path. When they are trained, they have better prospects in the organization as well as outside the organization. So they know that they can grow. Training can be used in spotting promising employees and preparing them for higher positions. So you can create a second line of managers to take up the position when the higher level people retire from the job or leave the job. Effective training leads to better management. When training is done, you are investing on human resources, and the management will also flourish. They will get a good reputation in the market that they are spending more on development or training of human resources. Benefits of training from the point of view of employees. So the employees who are well trained, their self-confidence will improve. So first point is increase in self-confidence. So they will work with full confidence on the job. Acquisition of new skills. Through training program, they are learning new skills. So they are updated. They know how to do the job. So that gives a great feeling to the employees that they have the latest knowledge. Increased chances of promotion. Their career path will open up, so they can move upward within the organization as well as outside organization. Also their prospects will improve. Provides opportunity for self-development. Training provides an opportunity to learn new things and to develop themselves. So that opportunity they get. So their knowledge is not fossilized. They are imparted with new knowledge every time. Higher earnings will be there. They will be promoted to higher position once they are trained. Their value increases, and because of that their earnings also increases. Increase adaptability to the changing conditions because they know the latest technology and all, so they can adapt themselves to the new technologies because they are trained well. Whatever changes are happening, they can take up those changes without putting any resistance. Higher safety will be ensured because they know how to work, they know the safety manuals, they know how to operate the machinery or maintain the machinery, so chances of accidents will also reduce. So reduced rate of accidents will be there, and there will be improved adaptability. So whatever changes are happening, they can adapt to the new circumstances because they are well trained. Types of training. So first we will discuss the different types of training. Actually, these types are on the basis of the purpose of training, that we can say that these are the types of training. So it is more related with the purpose of the training. So first is orientation training, then job training, safety training, refresher training, promotional training, and remedial training. So these are different purposes for which you can have different type of training programs. We will discuss each one of them in detail. Thus different kinds of training are imparted to the employees depending on their job position and the skills required to perform a particular kind of task. The first type of training is induction or orientation training. We have already discussed induction and orientation, whereby we said that the new employees are welcomed in the organization. They are given every kind of information and every type of skills necessary to perform a particular task. So this is about that type of training only, introducing a new employee to the organization's environment, comprising of a day-to-day functioning, products, services, rules and regulations. All these are termed as induction or orientation training. The purpose of such training is to reduce the initial shyness or nervousness or anxiety of a new employee by making him accustomed to the working environment. It is also called the orientation training, which means giving a fair idea to the new employee about what he is supposed to do in the organization. So in such type of organization or such type of induction or orientation training, what we do, we give them the information required to perform a task about not only the organization's history and the type of products the organization is manufacturing, the markets in which they are dealing, the department in which the employee will be working, as well as his peers, subordinates, superiors, the layout of the organization, where is the workshop, where is the canteen, and different facilities, rules, regulation, which we have discussed in orientation and induction. All this knowledge is provided to the employee, and this is therefore known as orientation and induction training. The next is job training. As the name suggests, this training is job specific and is given to the employee who has to perform that job. So this is actually imparting the job related specific skills. Under this training, the information about the machine, the process of production, methods to be used, and the safety measures to be undertaken, all these are explained to him. Through this training, the employee develops the confidence that is necessary, or the necessary skills that enables him to perform his job efficiently and effectively. Another type of training is safety training. Again, as the name suggests, in this type of training, all the safety measures that an employee has to undertake while performing a task or working in the organization, that is imparted to the training, so that there are lesser chances of accidents or damage to the machinery happening, or wastage of resources should not be there. So for that, safety training is given. All safety provisions it may be mentioned in a kind of a safety manual, which may be given to the employee, and different safety measures which are there in the organization that can be shown to the employee. Refresher training or retraining. So this is another type of training, as the name suggests, that you have to refresh the knowledge of the employees or the skills of the employees. old skills become obsolete because of the changes in technology or changes in work methods that are happening in the organization and in the environment. So, as the name implies, the retraining or refresher training is given to the old employees with the purpose of improving their efficiencies. They are introduced to the new methods and technologies that would result in increased productivity and reduces the monotony of their daily work. Also, the chances of manpower obsolescence, it reduces if refresher training or retraining is held regularly in any organization. Next type of training is promotional training. When an employee is about to be promoted to a higher position, he may be unaware about the different challenges of that job position. So to prepare him to take up those higher position, he may be given some kind of training, and that is known as promotional training. So this training is given to the potential employees who can be promoted to the senior position in the organization. The promotional training is given in advance so that employees get accustomed to the new roles and responsibilities and do not get nervous at the time of promotion. So once he is promoted, he can easily adapt to the new position because he has undergone the training. So he will be more confident, and he will be, it is very important that when a person is promoted to a higher position, he should be confident enough to take up that challenge. Otherwise, his subordinates will not have faith on him. In him. So because of that, again, the promotional training becomes imperative for those people who will be promoted to a higher position. The last type of training is remedial training. This training is given in order to overcome the shortcomings in the behavior and performance of old employees. So this kind of remedial training can be arranged when you find that the employees are not working properly or they lag behind because of certain gaps in their knowledge or skills. So if you have found out during the performance appraisal process that some of the employees are not performing up to the mark, so one solution, easy solution, is chuck them out. Just throw them out of the organization or fire them. But this is not the easy solution, because the trade union may go against you, the employees may not like it, and moreover, you have already invested a lot in recruitment, selection, and training of such employees and placing the employee. So better you impart him certain remedial training so that their performance improves and they can stick to the organization, but their productivity will be higher and they will be more satisfied with their job. So due to the invention of technology, the employees may resist to accept the change and cause a disturbance in the organization also. Sometimes they resist the change also. Therefore, such type of training is given to make them understand the importance of change and necessity of operation of business. This training is generally given by the psychological experts also, because sometimes you already know the skill but you are not motivated enough to use those skills. So for that you need counseling. So it is sometimes done by psychological experts as well. Summarizing this lecture, we can say that training is a short-term process utilizing a systematic and organized procedure by which personnel acquire technical knowledge and skills for a definite purpose. Training is needed. As a result, it may benefit the employees as well as the employers. There are several types of training program which are carried out in different business situations, like we have discussed: the refresher training, promotional training, orientation training, remedial training. According to the purpose, a particular training program can be organized. For references, you can pick up any book of personnel management or human resource management. Definitely there will be a chapter on training and development. So we have here referred to Modern Human Resource Management book by C.V. Gupta and Personnel Management book by Filippo. Beside these books, you can pick up any of the human resource management book, and definitely training will be there because it is one important aspect of human resource management. Thank you, students. So this was Module 9, Lecture 1 on Training and Development Part 1.